Hello, hello, hello. We were having some technical difficulties. It's always fun to redo your camera setups and then, be like, oh, this audio isn't muted and it's echoing like hell. That's great. Anyway, hello. It is Wednesday. We are here. It is the solder sesh. Woot woot. So, what are we doing today? We are doing something a little different, but not too different. We're probably solder a little bit today, but not too much. What we're doing is playing around with this guy. It's a D1 Mini. It's an ESP8266, and it is Arduino compatible. So it has Wi-Fi. So basically, it's a cool way to make little wireless projects. And the point of this is that we have this super fantastic Fibonacci 64 by Evil Genius Labs, Jason Kuhn. He makes all of these fantastic Fibonacci boards. I think like 250. No, I think he has a 512 now and might be working on like an Insanity 1024 or something like that. But he makes these amazing boards that are basically RGB addressable LEDs, and they're laid out in Fibonacci spirals. And when you hook them up with a microprocessor, you can make them display these amazing patterns like color shifting, twirling, all sorts of cool stuff, fading in and out. Yay. Hello, Jason. Nice to have you in the chat. Thanks for coming. So, all right. So Jason sells them in a bunch of different formats, and he sells them like completely set, programmed, ready to go with microcontrollers. I, of course, bought the one without that option because I was like, oh, this is a great way to like force me to learn a new kind of processor. Yay. Thank you for being here for moral support, Jason. I appreciate it. Totally appreciate it. So yeah, I wanted to use it as an excuse to learn about a new processor, the ESP8266. And so I thought, like, why not just do this on a live stream and let's see what it takes to put it all together. So I am going to share my screen with you guys. And okay, interesting. This is interesting because right now we only have one monitor. So the reason why we had like mic and camera issues was because we have like a tablet that shows us a stream on it. So that's how I can sort of see if things are in view. And then I'm going to share my monitor right now. So we shall do that. Let's see. Oh, no, I have to go back to here first. Oh, this is going to be challenging today. Sorry about this. Bear with us. Oh my God, they have extra camera in StreamYard now. Look at that. I know. We could have used that like 15 minutes ago. Well, next time we'll have to check that out. Okay. But right now we're just going to share screen and we're going to have like a little, we're going to have a little infinity thing for a second. Boom. Infinity. Okay. So now we have, this is going to be a little bit difficult to do comments and see things, but that's okay. So what we have going on the screen here is, actually, I think what I want to do is, am I here? Okay, yes, I am still here. Cool. I think what I want to do is kind of show you, so this is Jason's page that is the instructions for the Fibonacci 64. Oh, I thank you. Yes. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, Robin saving the day. So what we have here on our left here, we have Arduino, and it might look a little different to you. It's their beta version 2.0 that I've been using for a little bit. It has dark mode, which I really like. And then here we have Jason's page with instructions. And so you can see a bunch of the super cool, patterns and different colors and things like that you can do with it. And he also has excellent instructions on how to put everything together. This is with a diffuser case, which we do have. So those are these pieces here. They just still have the plastic covering on them, which is why they're looking all white right now. But those are the LED black acrylic. And let's see. Yeah, so we're going to do that at the very, very end once we're all done. So first thing we have to do is we basically want to hook up our ESP8266 and program it with this ESP8266 fast LED web server code. And to do that, I believe we can just do it all through Arduino. What you're seeing right now here with Arduino is a demo sketch for Fast LED. And Fast LED is a library that allows you to control these addressable LEDs very nicely and very quickly. And I also haven't played with that library yet. I've played like the other addressable LED things that we've done here have mostly been using Adafruit's NeoPixel library. So lots of new stuff going on. But installing that library is pretty easy. All you have to do is go to Library Manager and type in Fast LED and click on it here. And you can see like we already have, we actually have version 3.4.0 installed. And it looks like there might be an update to 3.5.0. So we might just click that and install that here. Successfully installed. Excellent. And then, but we also have to install the boards package for the ESP8266. And so I think people who are new to Arduino can kind of I wish that the UI for this was just like a little bit better, but I have no suggestions on how to do that. So, I'm not really going to complain about it, but it can be a little, I think, maybe intimidating or weird if you haven't done this before. So if we click on the ESP8266 Fast LED web server code, we get to Jason's GitHub page, and it goes through a little bit about what we need to do and a little bit also about driving addressable LEDs from the 8266 or any processor really for that matter. There's a lot of information here about level shifting and some best practices from Adafruit about putting extra capacitance on the power and maybe even a 300 to 500 ohm resistor in line. Or you can have like this little level shifter shield, which we do actually have right there. But I think we're going to try it first without it because sometimes you actually can get lucky. The reason that you might need level shifting is because the LEDs operate off of 5 volts, and we'll just be powering it through the USB. So we can, let's see, we can stick USB in here, like directly into our ESP8266, and that's what powers this guy. But this guy has a voltage regulator on board that converts the 5 volts to 3.3 volts for the processor. And that's what the processor runs at. And all of the IO pins are basically communicating at 3.3 volt logic levels. So, the square waves that come out for communicating will be between 0 and 3.3 volts. But our LEDs kind of expect that to be a 5 volt signal when they're powered from 5 volts. So the issue is that most of the time, 3.3 volt signal is good enough. And in fact, it's only the first LED in the line that it really matters for, because that first LED in the line is getting powered off of 5 volts. And so its data output to the next LED will actually be at 5 volts. But it still needs to trigger off of this 3.3 volt input signal. And the specs on the LEDs are they're like super duper close. Basically, they need, I think, more or less like 70% of the input voltage in order to register a valid high. And like 3.3 volt and 5 volts, it's like right on the hairy edge of that. But a lot of times you can get away with just like hooking it up directly. So we're going to see if we can do that. Ooh, okay. Fast LED 3.5.0 has great fixes and improvements. Excellent. Well, I'm glad we just installed it. Cool. All right. So let's see. Take a sip of beer and dive in. So yeah, and this is cool. So when we're all done, the whole idea is to be able to change the colors via a web page that's running on your computer, and to have this thing mounted on our wall. And eventually we'll also hook it up for battery power. I haven't entirely figured out if I want to try to do like a 5 volt power booster in there, or if I just want to try running it off of a 3.7 volt lithium ion battery. Again, the LEDs really want to see 5 volts because they have, internally there's some circuitry and things like that's assuming that you're giving it 5 volts to run. And it also might not be able to, well, when you're powering it off of 3.7 volts even, and you have all these LEDs in a chain, your LED at the end of the chain, there's more resistance on those power lines. And so it might not really be getting the full 3.7 volts that you started with at the beginning of the chain. And so it might be dimmer, let's say, or the colors might not be quite right. So I don't know, when that breaks down. If you're just driving a few of these LEDs, then like 3.7 volts is probably fine. But, we got 64 in the line of them here. And so I'm kind of like, we might want to actually get a little power booster in between our 3.7 volt lithium ion battery and everything, so that we have basically everything powered off of 5 volts. Interesting. So voltage drop, Jason says that the voltage drop is a bigger problem with the strips and strings, which makes sense because you have longer copper runs essentially. And you might, for strips and strings, you might just have more resistance. You might have like thinner copper, or it might be flexed a bunch. And so your traces or strands might not be, fully connected. They might be, a little bit cracked or whatever. So yeah. And Jason says that he uses large copper pores and planes for both 5 volts and ground, which is awesome. So yeah, so that means that voltage drop probably won't be a problem. So for a circuit board, if you have, this nice round circuit board here, and if you use many different copper layers on your circuit board, you can have, basically a whole almost unbroken plane for power and a whole almost unbroken plane for ground too. So that makes everything super low resistance, because you're not trying to push current through a skinny trace that is going, all around to each LED and has like 64 in line. Instead, you basically have power coming in right there, and you have it sort of like immediately spreading out through the entire board. And so, even that 64th LED is still going to have a pretty direct line to that power input, and it'll be low resistance and hopefully be fine. So yeah, but that's probably going to be a project for a different day. So today I'm just planning on powering everything off of USB. And speaking of, where did my USB cable go? I had one a minute ago. Aha, this guy. Cool. Second question, do we have enough USB ports on this computer to make this all happen? We shall see. All right. So I got this. So this is the module is called a Wemos D1 Mini, and it, you know, the chip on it is the ESP8266. But I got it off of Amazon. You know, there are a lot of different people that are making these, and I don't know if it's like programmed already or not or what. So we're going to see what is going on. Board. So yeah, this is another thing. I do believe at this point in time, we'll have to install the ESP8266 core. So let's see. Installing. Yep, there we go. Okay, app is installed via the Arduino IDE. We already have the Arduino IDE installed on the computer. The ESP8266 boards will need to be added to the IDE. So this is the little process that can be a little confusing if you haven't quite done it yet before. So what you have to do is go in your Arduino IDE, go to File Preferences, and there's this additional boards manager URLs. And sorry if this is small on your screen. It's kind of small on my screen too, frankly. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy this URL and paste it into here. And basically that just tells Arduino, let me see if I can I pop that out? Oh yeah, there we go. This is a little bit better. This tells Arduino where on the internet to look for that boards package. So I wish there was like an installer similar to that of the library, as the library installer for this. If you make an Arduino library, you can actually, you know, put it online, get it listed in the Arduino library index, and then you can do all of the searching through the library manager. And like, it would be really awesome if something like that existed for boards manager as well. So that you didn't sort of have to do this weird manual step. But once we click OK, and sometimes depending upon what version you're running and stuff like that, you might want to restart Arduino, but we're going to see if this has done it. Okay, so that brought up Boards Manager. In 2.0, it's a little bit different. Like, things are handled through this left-hand sidebar rather than popping up windows. So now we're going to look for ESP. Aha, and there it is. ESP8266 by the ESP8266 community. And so now we'll install that. Maybe I'll just unplug the board for right now. And this sometimes takes a little bit. That's okay. Grab yourself a beer. Let's see. So yeah, Jason makes the point that for the LED strips, that a lot of time you have to actually feed the strip with 5 volts and ground every few meters. And yeah, that was something that we were thinking about, like doing cool office lights, because we have all of these scrap strips from a friend of ours that just have like 1 or 2 LEDs missing. And so we have boxes and boxes of these scrap strips, and we were thinking about doing like office lighting with these. But yeah, looking into it, I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to like run power like all the heck over the place in order to do that. Otherwise, you know, they'll get dimmer, 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 and then they'll eventually just stop working. So it was gonna be like this mass of wires, and that just didn't seem very aesthetically pleasing. So anyway, I think we're still gonna do some stuff with the scrap LED strips, but they'll probably be more like kind of artistic-y projects that are in one section of the wall rather than like trying to do an entire room with them. It sounded like a great idea, but sadly it was just like, yeah, implementation was not going to be great. Okay. I need a bigger hub. I do, Bob. I need bigger everything. Apparently we need more monitors too. One just doesn't cut it. We had actually two 32-inch monitors set up in here, and then that was actually like way too much monitor. There was like no room for anything else on the bench. So it was like, well, that's not gonna work. Cool. Yeah, the ESP8266 and 32 board definitions for Arduino are rather large to download and install, Jason says. Yep. But I think we're done now. I think I'm just gonna like be on the safe side, and I'm going to restart Arduino. It might not have needed that, but yeah, you know, it's always a good thing. And also 2.0 does take a little bit longer to get up and running, I have noticed, than earlier versions than the 1. I don't know, I think it's 8 or something, whatever that they're on. All right. But I do like the editor better. It's actually like quite similar to Atom, I would say, in that it highlights like keywords and function names and things like that. So it makes it easier to code for me. And like your comments are in a different color too, which is nice. So, and dark mode. I'm all about the dark mode. Cool. Okay, so we have the board. We have the ESP8266 package installed. Woohoo! All right. And the app depends on the following libraries. They must be either downloaded from GitHub and placed in the Arduino libraries folder, which is just in your user documents, Arduino, and then there's libraries folder, or installed as described here by using the library manager. So yeah, that's what we went through before. So fast LED, which we already have installed. Now we're going to do a few more of them. I'm still getting used to the icons in 2.0. So we want IR remote ESP 8266 install, and we want Arduino WebSockets as well. I'm just going to wait until this one is done. Successfully installed. And Arduino WebSockets. Boom. Cool. And we will install that. Cool. And that's successfully installed. So now we want to download the app code from GitHub using the green clone or download button from the project main page and click download zip, and then decompress it in our Arduino sketch folder. Okay.
Jason, you should list it in the Arduino libraries manager.
It's not too hard. I mean, even the F-Unicorn library is in there. All right. So I think we are in the main one. Yes. I always sometimes download that. There we go. Sometimes I have a hard time finding that. And oh, I don't need the IR remote library. Oh, that's okay. We have it now. Cool. Downloads. You can see my crazy download history. And then we'll go to documents. And then we shall extract all. Cool. All right. Okay, so I don't know. Sometimes Arduino doesn't like folders and folders. So I think what I might do is just let's see. I do have a folder within a folder. Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to rename this folder. Delete, because I'm going to delete it. There's probably a better way of doing this. Cut that. Paste it. That is, in fact, the empty one. Always good to double check. Delete that one. Okay, cool. All right, there we go. Now we have the, oh, I wonder, so a lot of times Arduino really wants the INO file to be the exact same name as the folder that it is in. Yeah, so the folder has to be the same name as the INO file. So basically, since the INO file is doesn't have that -Fibonacci 64 ending, I'm just going to rename. I'm going to get rid of that in the folder name. Cool. And so now we should be set and ready to go. Cool. All right. So now it should also show up in our sketchbook now. Oh, maybe I might have to restart since I've moved stuff around. I'm going to restart. Oh, you can never restart too many times, right? Cool. So yeah, if this was, if anybody is following this later on at some point in time, basically what we've done is a few things. We have, first of all, made sure that the definitions for this particular board and platform are installed in Arduino. That's what we did with the boards manager and installing the boards package. Then there are certain code libraries that, that are used in order to actually write software for this processor, and specifically to do some of the Fibonacci stuff. And so we loaded those libraries into Arduino to make sure that we could actually use those functions and write code for it. And then what we did is we downloaded like the specific web server code for this particular setup from Jason's GitHub repo. And so we're going to now look at that and look at his examples and see what we can do. Yeah. So I'm going to get rid of this folder to go back to the instructions, y'all. Where were we? Okay, we downloaded it. Okay, ooh. So we have more stuff. The web app needs to be uploaded to the ESP8266 spiffs. We can do this within the Arduino IDE after installing the Arduino ESP8266 FS tool. So it looks like we have one more thing we need to do. It's a tool which integrates into the Arduino IDE and adds a menu to the tools menu for uploading contents of sketch data directly into the ESP8266 file system. Excellent. So, so Bob says that to date, his ESP32S2 experience only involves CircuitPython on Adafruit's MagTag and Funhouse products. Yeah, so I have a MagTag and I have a Funhouse too. Actually, I think I might have given my Funhouse away. I think I gave it to your dad for like automated tomato growing, which I don't think, I'm not sure he's done anything with that yet.
What is it?
It's like a little, I think that they did like a little, wasn't it like a little watering system, I want to say, was in one of their ADA boxes. Yeah. Like, so there was like a soil moisture sensor and it would like beep at you or something to tell you when to water your plants.
He set that up for his little coffee plant that he had.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think he did do that. I wonder if the coffee plant is still alive.
No, in my house, probably
not. Yeah, and so I have a MagTag as well that I also haven't done anything with yet, but I have something in mind for that. I want to make Anne Barella, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. I've never actually heard it, so I am sorry, Anne, if I am mispronouncing it. But she did a learning guide for having the mag tag display the next like SpaceX launches. And so it is fun. We are close to Vandenberg. So, you know, it is fun to be able to just like walk outside and like catch a rocket launch. Even though I am not super fond of the whole freaking constellation in the sky ruining the night sky for all of humanity. And I think that really sucks. But the technology that gets us there is kind of still cool. But yeah, I just wish people wouldn't use it for such douchey things. I mean, don't get me wrong, internet access, making that more accessible is great, but I think there are very big problems when, you know, you start to talk about constellations of tens of thousands of satellites in the night sky, and the night sky, like literally just changing completely for everybody in the entire world. Oh, interesting. So Jason says after we've done all the setup with Arduino, we should do it again with VS Code and Platform IO, and it'll blow my mind at how much easier it is. Yes, I would be very interested in doing that. I have not checked out Platform IO yet, and I really want to. So yeah, that might be cool. I mean, you know, we have the other Fibonacci is a nano. It's not like the ESP32, but we could totally, what we could do is I have plenty of these little ESP32 boards, and we could totally just like grab another one and we could have like mobile Fibonacci, like it could hang here, or it could hang over there. That would be cool. Okay, back on track. So we want to download the tool. So that is now hopefully downloading. And then in the Arduino sketchbook, create a tools directory if it doesn't exist, and unpack the tool into the tools directory. And the path will look like blah, 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 ESP8266 fs.jar, and restart the Arduino IDE, because you can't do that too many times. All right. So now we are going back into documents and Arduino. Oh, hang on. We want to do downloads first. These are pictures of me on Mount Whitney, like a year and a half ago or something like that, just in case you were wondering what else is in my downloads folder. Okay, so this guy we'll grab and then put it in Arduino. And do we have a tools folder? I am not seeing the tools folder. So we will make ourselves a tools folder. New folder, tools, boom. And then add in there, extract. All right, and we probably, I wonder if we have another thing of like folders within folders and stuff. Let's see if it says anything about that. Unpack the tool into the tools directory. Okay, so the path will look like home directory, Arduino's tools, ESP, blah, blah, blah. I'm assuming dash 2.0. Oh, no. Okay, so we do want to take that outside. So we'll paste that there. Make sure that's empty. It is. Get rid of our 2.0 file. Could even get rid of our zip file. Why not? So now we have documents, Arduino, tools, ESP8266 FS, tool, and blah, 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 .jar. All right, our path is looking good. Got to have good paths. Otherwise, nothing works. Oh, interesting. The water system used a clue board. This is for the Adafruit thing. A clue board with a bonsai interface board. Bonsai buckaroo. Plant care to the 6th dimension or something like that. I have not seen that movie, but I have heard about it because it is a cult classic. AdaBox 15 in spring 2020. Yeah, cool. Their AdaBoxes are super good. You get like so much jam-packed cool electronics in those kits. They're pretty amazing. Like, I can't believe that they managed to put 4 of them out a year, because they are generally, I mean, they're not always new boards. Like some of them are, you know, based upon their Clue or other boards and platforms that they've developed. But like the glasses in the last one, like that was sort of an entirely new board and thing. And they're usually pretty complex, having a lot of different sensors and IO options and things like that. So yeah, their development pace is crazy. No matter where you go, there you are. I've definitely heard that quote. All right. And we are at the restarting the Arduino IDE point. Boop. Okay. So, okay, and now it's basically telling us to like do something with the sketch and create a directory named data, any files you want in the file system there. Make sure you selected a board, a port, and then you can upload. So I'm assuming that that is all all already set up in the package that we downloaded from Jason's GitHub. Yep, data folder. Cool. All right, so I think we are done with that web page and can get rid of it. Cool. So ESP8266 is installed. Now we can upload the web app using the ESP8266 sketch data upload command in the Arduino tools menu. Okay, so I'm guessing we find something in examples, or do I just have to, maybe I just have to open it. Let's see. Yeah, because it wasn't a official library. So we'll go to Sketchbook, go to the Fast LED web server. Ooh, that's interesting to just like open another instance of Arduino. I didn't necessarily intend that to happen, but that's okay. We can have all the instances. Woo, look at that. Whoa. Oh, yeah. It's opening a lot of files. I was like, is my computer freaking out? Is it glitching? No, it's just opening all of the files that make all of this happen. Dang. So Jason, how long did you work on this? Because like, this seems like a lot of work. Tell us about the development and the blood, sweat, and tears that were shed over this. Yeah, the ESP8266 is only Wi-Fi. The 32 adds Bluetooth to the mix. Yeah. Oh, interesting. But the ESP32S2, there are a bunch of different versions of ESP32s. So the S2 version can only use one or the other at a time. So either Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. On and off for years. How many years? This is probably crazy. This is really interesting that it's actually like, I guess it does make sense that it's opening all of the associated files, but I feel like it is freaking out and it's like cycling through a bunch of stuff and not just doing new stuff, but maybe it is still doing new stuff. How many files you got in there?
So there aren't that many.
There aren't that many, huh? Okay. So maybe it was just freaking out for a bit. Strange. All right. So now before we do anything else, you will note that the board is not wrong because like apparently the last time I was writing code on this machine, it was for the @tiny, 4, which that is definitely a lot different. And but now under board, we have ESP8266 options. Yay. So let's see, Lowland Wemos D1 mini clone, D1 R1, D1 R2. I have no idea what the heck I have here. What does it say on this thing? It just says D1 mini, and it might just be a clone. I kind of just got it off of Amazon before I understood that like maybe there was like one main developer and then a bunch of knockoffs. I usually try to support people who actually like develop things. So Interesting. It doesn't seem to have like a version number on it. It just says D1 Mini. It actually doesn't say Wemos either, so I think it probably is a clone. So I think I'm just going to select the D1 Mini clone option and hope for the best. Let's see, are there any other tools that we have? Whoa, there are a lot more options in here about flash frequency, mode, upload speed, debug port, blah, 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 blah. Hopefully those are all good, but we'll see. Right. So, all right. So I think we're ready to try to upload the web app. So making sure that our main sketch is selected, and then going to tools. Now, that is interesting. Did I miss a step? Because I am not seeing ESP8266 sketch data upload, which I thought that we should now be seeing in here since we unpacked everything. Let's see. Oh, maybe IDE v2 has a glitch issue. Oh, about like cycling through open tabs. Yeah, I agree. Like at first I was like, oh, it's just opening everything. But then, yeah, it seemed like it was freaking out. Jason uses the board D1, R2, and mini board def. Screenshot of the recommended settings in the README. Okay, that's cool. Screenshot. Oh, in the... I'm not seeing a screenshot of recommended settings. Am I looking at the right mini? Fibonacci 64? Well, let me look. I'm first going to look because I'm not seeing the... unless it's in a different place in
main branch.
Arduino IDE number 2. Main branch. Sorry, switch to the main branch. README. Okay, got it. Is it that one? I think this is isn't this the main branch? ESP8266 Fast LED web server. Main. Oh, that guy? No, that should be the same, right? Yeah, that is generally what's... Oh, there we go. Cool. Got it. Look at that. All right. So I am going to switch D1, R2, and mini. We'll see how that goes. And then let's see. Upload speed. 92/1600. CPU frequency. Oh, debug port disabled. different order in Arduino 2.0. Flash size 4 megabytes. Yep, that looks good. Exceptions. Disabled legacy. Things are a little bit different in 2.0, it looks like. V2 lower memory. Debug level none. MMU. I'm not seeing that one at all. We'll leave it at default. Let's see. SSL support, stack protection. Yeah, there are definitely more, a few more settings in this one. But basically, it looks like we've been good with like all of the, and CPU frequency, 160 megahertz. We'll do that. That's probably like the big one. Yeah, still not seeing that upload, the sketch upload thing in tools. So let us look at, no idea if the new Arduino IDE is supported. Interesting. So we might have to launch old Arduino. That's fine. I got that installed too. I'm just going to make sure that, yeah, it is. It is all in the tools folder. And it is the proper path. So let's try. Oh shit, am I gonna have to redo all of this? God, I hope not. We're gonna see. Well, we have to install everything all over again for the old Arduino IDE. It's a real cliffhanger here. All right. Yeah, I think they share libraries and board defs too. We'll see. We shall see. Sketchbook. Look at the web server. Oh, no freaking out there. That's good. And let's see. So in tools, I do have the ESP8266 sketch data upload. All right, but we still have to select the board again. That's fine. So we're going to try the D1, R2, and Mini. And wait for a second, maybe. Nope. And then, come on. Okay. So I believe, yep. Where is CPU frequency? There we go. 160 megahertz. Yeah. Shit. Are we ready? Oh, maybe I should plug it in. I'll do that. So I am plugging it in via the USB cable. So we'll see. Is this let's see. Overclocking for the win. Yeah. All right. Let's try it. I mean, I'm assuming that this is uploading the sketch over USB and like not doing anything over Wi-Fi yet at this point, right? ESP tool not found. I got a spiffs error. Let's read. So am I missing something? Am I missing something? Let's see. I'm just gonna look at. Oh, maybe I should turn Wi-Fi on this computer too. That might help. I have something called ESP83FA8. Should have a serial port listed. Okay, yeah, that's what I kind of thought. Let's see if it. No. Please select a port to obtain port info. I am not. Yeah, port is grayed out. That is interesting. Try a different USB port. It's not doing anything. No flashy lights or anything. No reset. I also wonder, you're not like a power only cable, are you? I didn't accidentally get one of those. Could be a possibility, but let's see. Ooh, I know. We got a unicorn cable over there. I know that those are not power only. When in doubt, grab your rainbow USB cable. Okay. Ooh, are you power only? No, no. This is getting a piece of blue tape right now so that we don't like mess around with that. I need to like, I know that somebody makes one. I actually want to make my own that has like some snarky ass comment on it because that's how I roll. But I kind of want to make my own like little USB tester board that you just plug in both ends of the cable to, and it tells you whether or not you should just immediately cut it in half and throw it out or not. So anyway, the official marking of things that are problematic is blue tape. Okay. So, haha, we have a port, COM3. Now, ESP8266 sketch data upload. It's still saying tool not found? Really? So it is showing a board with a VID and a PID. Upload any sketch to obtain it. Did I have to do anything else first with the ESP8266? Like, did I have to like burn a bootloader or anything to it? I mean, I wouldn't imagine so. And I really only have port 3. I'm just going to restart. Never hurts to restart. Quick mark that cable, yes. Oh, little blue LED should flash when plugged in or reset. Here. I thought I saw a little blue LED somewhere flashing. We'll see. All right. Oh, try upload sketch first before data. Okay. Okay. That might make sense. So sketch, upload. Uh-oh. No. It's having a problem with the library. ntpc client.h. Got fast led.h. Let me just make sure. Let me make sure that the libraries are in fact that it's finding them on with this version of the IDE. Yeah, it's interesting. I do really like 2.0, except I wish it was a little more done. Wish it was ready for prime time. Updating libraries. All right, so it's thinking. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so 3.5.0 is installed. And then I'm going to look at that because there was where's the other one? Oh, interesting. So now, I'm on the README for the main directory, and there are a few more libraries listed here than were in the Fibonacci 64 one. Let's see. That says specific partitions and stuff. Okay. I don't have that library listed in the instructions. It's always good, right? To like watch somebody else kind of, go through instructions that you write, because especially with stuff like this, I mean, there are a lot of steps and it is super easy to miss one. You have libraries installed that other people don't, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, cool. I'm glad it's helpful. Okay, so, I just wanted to make sure that I had Arduino web sockets, that is all good. Yeah, I'm very interested to check out Platform.io now and see how much easier it is. Basically, people are going to be like, so I should just get it completely ready to go from JSON, and like, yeah, definitely would make it easier. All right, so we do have WebSockets installed. And so let's see. So Arduino JSON and lolrol fs, gamma tester. Arduino JSON, lolrol, a little fs, don't need this. Okay, cool. So, but it does look like I need NTPC client. Fully assembled is worth every penny. Yes, I absolutely agree. NTP. So is NTP client the library that I need? Aha. All right, I'm going to install this. At least I think I'm going to install it. Yeah. It's interesting how it's still like updating list of installed libraries. I'm not sure why it's okay. There we go. So now let's try it again. I'm just making sure we still have the COM port. Yeah, maybe. I feel like I should have some like cool 1950s, like, we'll be right back music. Things are going good so far. Uh-oh. What do we got? SLED web server, Wi-Fi manager.h, no such file or directory. Is that another library I need? Doo-doo. Let's see. Boy, my computer's like really slow right now. It's probably because it's like streaming and doing all sorts of stuff right now. I'm asking a lot of you, little computer. We have a new computer coming though. It's going to be very exciting. Well, if it's not very exciting, I'll be very disappointed because it's kind of expensive, but it's, like a Ryzen 7, blah, blah, blah. Basically, we want to be able to do a whole bunch of different video inputs. And like right now, my ThinkPad can do like 3 most of the time, but you have to really be careful about where you're plugging in different things because the different USB buses can get overloaded. So it's all fun. Ah, crap, another library. Yes, this is like, welcome to Arduino development. Ah, crap, another library. It's code development of any type, really. It's not fair for me to single out Arduino. Wi-Fi manager. Is it this blink async thing? Simple async Wi-Fi manager for blinking ESP32, ESP8266 with or without SSL, all that stuff. Now working with new ESP8266 core and ESP32 core. The other one seems to be maybe ESP32 specific. So I think this one, which actually mentions the 8266s, right, maybe? Crap in the library. It can be any one of those, Bob. Like if I, wasn't live streaming, it would probably be like OFAL. But I try to keep it a little clean for the stream, maybe. All right, well, I'm gonna try installing this library and see if that, oh, there are more, but wait, there's more. Okay, so, Blink Wi-Fi manager, or is it, oh, okay, there's a lot of shit here. Hang on, I need more. I need to see more things at once and scroll. So that thing seems to be like for a specific other board, maybe. So Wi-Fi manager, this one? Wi-Fi manager with web configuration portal for ExpressIF ESPX boards by Zapu.
You said refresh the branch.
Refresh the F64 branch README. Okay. Where did it go? Where did Fibonacci 64. Okay. I love it. Real time. Real time. All right. Arduino WebSockets, Wi-Fi manager, NTPC client. Okay. Or NTP client. Okay. So this one, it's a beta version. Do we want to do the alpha version or the beta version? We'll try the beta. Why not? Install. Okay, I think we are good. Upload. Any bets? No, this is actually cool because like I've never played with these boards at all, so it is helpful to be doing this with you guys. Thanks. Yeah, usually my computer is not this pokey. I can hear the fans are running though, so it's all like, oh my God, you're screen sharing and you have two cameras going and you're trying to compile stuff. Oh, why are you making me work so hard? Maybe. Oh, damn it. Oh. What are we missing? What's going on? Bloop, bloop. Usually it's just me not reading the instructions. Okay. Sketch. And file from. Ooh, whoa. Okay. We might now be above my pay grade. Now it's bitching about storage class specifiers. Are they just warnings or are they actually errors? Hang on. Did it actually? No. No matching function for call to HTTP client begin. Maybe I should download the not beta version of Wi-Fi Manager. That's what I'm going to guess. Yeah, the error says no matching function for call to HTTP client begin. Trying to like kind of figure out where that is, but it doesn't tell me like really where, like what library it's in or what .h file it's in. I don't think. In file, yeah, this is in file included from. So, all right, let me see. Let me just do the last alpha version of the Wi-Fi Manager library. Ping.h line 54. Oh, did it actually go to that? Let's see. Okay, hang on. Let me just look at this real quick, one thing at a time. Okay. I'm just going to go to version 2.0.3. It says alpha. I'm assuming that that's released version. We shall see. Then I'll go to line 54. Remove fingerprint. Let's see. Hang on. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Remove fingerprint. Okay. Let's just see real quick if the library change had anything to do with that. And then I will go there and do that. Definitely need some 1950s, like, we'll be right back. Oh, computer. Works on Jason's machine. Yeah, I wonder what is, I wonder what is different. Yeah. All right. Well, it's nice that this version of the IDE actually goes to the line that it has the issue with. I didn't realize that that was a thing these days. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I'm like missing something else. Let's see. Let's just. Oh, well, I mean, the other thing. I mean, it should still compile no matter what. No matter what board. Just it's the D1, R2, and Mini. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious about the library versions that you have, Jason. I'm wondering if there's like a library version difference going on. Also, if this is at all helpful, I am using Arduino 1.8.13. It should be relatively recent. It might not be the latest release one, but it should be relatively recent. So, and let's see, the ESP boards.
He said it was on an older version.
It was on an older version of ESP8266 board def, updating it and trying again. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, here. They are all listed right there. So,
Oh, okay. He reproduced there.
Okay, interesting. It's all great until somebody changes something. Until one of your library dependencies gets all out of whack. I can relate. Totally. Let's see. In the meantime, so the other thing, I have not yet soldered a little pigtail to actually power this guy and do the data line from the ESP8266 to the Fibonacci board. So I could definitely be doing that right now. We have 5 volts, which will just be passed through from the USB, and ground. And let's see, is there a... I'm curious if there is a preferred data line. Aha, data pin D5. There we go. So I will use D5 to keep it all the same. Let's see. And we have, what's going to be the easiest way of doing this right now? Robin, could you grab us some of those, like the individual jumper wires? Oh, wait, maybe. Yes. Like this, but with the sockets instead of the pins.
On both ends?
Well, I just need like one. I don't know if we have any that are already cut and like ready to solder.
But with a socket?
But with a socket,
yeah.
If not, just like whatever. Cool. Platform IO has dependency version management. That must be nice. Interesting. Definitely selling me on the Platform IO. Cool. All right, so we got this guy. Maybe turn on the soldering iron. Ooh, our little thing is kind of kind of tweaked. Let's do that. I'm going to unplug it for right now. So don't want to solder things with things plugged in.
The cut ones were all pins.
We're all pins. Cool.
I know the ones.
That's good. Thank you. Oh, actually, I need 3. Yeah, it would just be good to have a 3rd color. Thank you. All right. Do a little soldering. That going on. I can take this time right now to pitch surface mount soldering class this Saturday. I'm really excited about it. Doing it in conjunction with Make. You can sign up at makercampus.com. It's called Surface Mount Soldering Love, and we're going to be soldering up a PS I Hate You kit, and I'm going to be doing it live. We have like a really cool microscope view, which you've seen me use here, but it's even like more zoomed in and cleaned up a little bit, so that's exciting. And we have like a second microscope view that is shooting at it from this angle, so you can see better kind of how I'm holding the iron and things like that. And so we'll have those 2 microscope views plus the downward view talking about supplies and things like that, and just like a ton of tips and tricks and things that I think about and do while I'm soldering. And yeah, it should be really fun. I'm excited. Got like, I think 9 or 10 people signed up so far. So I got room for about 20, I figure, until it gets to be like a little too many for one-on-one, one-on-one communication. So yeah, anyway, yeah, that's this Saturday. And if you're interested in learning all about surface mount soldering, sign up. The best $30 you'll spend. Or get it for a pal for Palentine's Day. Boom! That's right. I'm stealing that from my friend Laura Jean. She sent out a newsletter about, she's a yarn dyer, and so she sent out a newsletter about Palentine's Day, and I was like, hell yeah, that's a good one. I'm stealing it. It's probably already a thing, and I just didn't know it, but, whatever. All right. There. So yeah, more talk about Platform IO. It runs as an extension to VS Code, which is installed software. Nice. VS Visual Studio. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited about that now, actually. I mean, I don't think I would want to like stop supporting Arduino with any of the things that that we have going on, but definitely always up for learning about new platforms that do things a little differently, that are maybe easier to use. I mean, Arduino kind of revolutionized everything, but, because they were first, there are just like legacy things, right? I'm sure they did not envision all like what it is now when they first started, right? And like how many people would be developing on it and how many different contributors and libraries there would be and all that kind of stuff. So definitely, I am not, I'm not down on Arduino at all. A lot of good things about it. So right now I'm just tinning the wires. Got power. Got ground. Hey, there really is some soldering in this solder sesh, right? Yay. If I could see, I don't have the full, I guess I could put more lights on. Oh, yeah, well, when you're not, when you're trying to solder a wire with another wire, that might have been the problem. Yeah, let's try try to use actual solder, huh? All right, and 10 in the third one. Cool. All right. So we got 5 volts there. Do I want to, let's see. I think I want to put them on the other side. Let's see. We'll need to git pull or re-download the F64 branch. I can do that. I'm just going to, let's see. Yeah, I want to put them in. Let's see. So, actually, I think I want this side. This side is going to be face up, so I kind of want the wires to come in on that side. So I'll put them in from the underside on this side. Cool. I will re-download that stuff in a second. Go. And then I'm hoping that the little pin labeled G that's right next to 5 volts is actually ground. I think it is. Let's see there. I'm just like hooking the wires through a little bit so that they stay in place while I add solder and do the last little bit of soldering. And then D5 is our signal. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, cool. So now that is all ready to go. Okay, cool. So going to, I didn't actually like do, do a git pull, so I'm just going to re-download. And I'm just gonna exit from Arduino right now. And let's see. I guess I could set up a pull, huh? That might be a nice way of doing it. I'm gonna get rid of this old zip, that old zip. Get rid of this guy. And I'm just gonna do this. Okay. And extract. Ciao. Okay. And then let's see, we're gonna do a little bit of the file shuffle. This all in its own folder. Delete that guy. Yay. Okay. Okay. And boom, relaunch Arduino. Cool. Okay. So go back to tools. Going to what happened to my ESP boards? That's weird. They were there before. You all saw them, right? Not going crazy. I wonder if it has something to do with like, I wonder if it has something to do with like having the weird beta version installed or something. What? Did it like lose? Did it lose its preferences? That is so weird. Huh. Yeah, I haven't had that happen before where it, where a platform that I added to the preferences folder like just disappeared. That is strange. Okay, so I bet you it's still there, but since the JSON isn't there, I bet you it's just like not seeing it maybe. Huh. That is weird. Okay. Well, we're just going to add the JSON file again and do it. It's annoying though. Okay. So okay. And I'm just gonna do that. That wasn't you. No, that definitely wasn't you. Yeah, I mean, this 1.8.13 was the one that I was using before. But I feel like maybe it isn't playing nice with the like 2.0 beta version that's installed or something. That's odd. Okay, so it isn't there now. I wonder if I just have to like freaking reinstall this. Oh, and it says installed. So weird. 3.0.2. Okay. Oh, now it's there. See, y'all are my witnesses. As YouTube is my witness. That ESP8266 boards thing was not there a minute ago. Interesting. Sketch data upload is there. All right. All right. D1, R2, and mini. And 160 megahertz for the CPU. And I think everything else should be fine. Upload. And now we wait for my computer. Awesome. I'm glad you saw that, Jason, because I'm just like, sometimes it's just like, am I seeing things? I swear that was there a minute ago. Not there now. Then back again. Cool. All right.
Jason asked about the report.
Oh, shit. Oh no. Right. Yes, it would help if one actually plugged it in. But maybe it's taking so long to compile, it'll be fine. Or not. Why are you forsaking me, Arduino? Nope. Still going. Maybe those were just warnings. Maybe. I know. The suspense. Well, at least once these all compile, like subsequent ones should not take as long, hopefully. Because I know Arduino does use a cache. I'm really interested to see if it still takes this long when I'm not streaming and making my poor computer work hard. Ooh, ooh, it's writing. Boom! Hash of data verified. Leaving. Hard resetting via RTS pin. I think we're there. I didn't hear a reset. I can just push the reset button. Just in case. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just curious.
So now sketch data upload.
It says it's done uploading, so I think we're good. Although I feel like it's interesting that I just pressed the reset pin and didn't hear like the USB port like go away and come back. But I don't know. Should we hook it up and try it? Why not? Oh, now sketch data upload. Right. Got it. Not sketch upload. Okay. So that ESP tool not found. Spiff's error. You
have the console open.
Let's see. Is this compiling on a Pentium too? Hey, I know, but it seemed like it. ESP tool not found. Why are you not found? Let me just look in my tools folder again, just to make sure it like didn't disappear from there. I mean, shouldn't have, right? And it is tools, not like tool or something. Replug maybe. Yeah, let's heard the USB port. I thought I saw like some sort of little LED flash, maybe. Okay. Try it. It still says ESP tool not found. Why is my ESP tool not being found? I'm just going to make sure. I'm going to triple check the path again. Yeah, Windows is totally notorious with COM ports. Let's see, where was that? That guy. Just want to make sure. Got Arduino tools, ESP8266 tool, and the jar file. Should I restart? Will I lose my board files again if I restart? I'm just gonna try it. Yeah, an Arduino ESP8266 Python tools problem. It seems like it. I'm just ESP 3. Yeah. Let's see. This documentation is for version 2.3.0. I don't know what version is this. When I'm doing this sketch data upload, is it still uploading via USB, or at this point should I be doing something with Wi-Fi? Because I'm not hooked up. My computer is not on the ESP's Wi-Fi network at this moment. Because actually I'm not going to be able to do that, because if I do that, the stream will die. Didn't think about that, did I, ahead of time? Yeah. Oh, I do see a Fibonacci Wi-Fi network. So we definitely have had some success. Sketch data upload happens over USB. Okay. Check Twitter DMs. Will do. How do I get to my DMs? Oh, yeah, I can't post it in YouTube. Yeah, sorry. It's kind of like an anti-spam thing that, like, I guess only we can post links with in the chat. Let's see. Okay. We got, yep, ESP tool, command not found. Path issue with the install. Of course, this is for like Linux. Default Ubuntu. Yeah, I'm on the Windows. The LED should work if I hook it up, even without all the fancy Wi-Fi stuff. Okay, well, let's do some LEDs. I feel like I need to be seeing some rainbows. So we could get Wi-Fi working at some other time. All right. So I've got ground. I have drunk half this beer. Let's not hook it up backwards at this date. So let's see. Here. We should zoom out. Zoom out for full effect. All right. And let's see. I am going to stop screen sharing for the moment. Hey. You guys have been looking at that for a while. Thanks for your patience. All right. We got ground. And we got 5 volts. And we got data. Ooh! It's beautiful. Oh, look. It's pretty. It's blinky lights. My favorite. Woo! Oh, I like it. I kind of like it without the diffuser too. I mean, it's probably like, yeah, here, it'll be better. It'll be better for you guys if I take, if I put the diffuser over top. I'm gonna just peel off the protectors here. Ugh. The little plasticky one is always the hardest. Come on. Come on. Get out of here. There we go. Oh, ooh. Ah. Oh. Am I doing it the right way? Or is it like, let's see. Yeah. That's, yeah. I think the like matte rough surface goes out, right? I think. Ooh, cool. I could actually screw this in, I suppose, too. If I do it properly. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, I'm so excited that we like, woohoo, got to like a successful sketch upload and successful blinky lights. So exciting. That side up. Okay, yeah. Oh, plastic razor blades are good for that. Yes. We do have some of those. Let's see. Oh, hex. Do we have hex here? Would you mind getting here? That hex driver. Thank you. Cool. Yes, it is very, very satisfying. Yay. So like basically kind of, one of the reasons that I wanted to do all this myself was, to also just like look at the code and be able to maybe try to create some of my own patterns. So yeah, that would be cool. And also, I have, we have other ideas for ESP, thank you, 8266 projects. We have some other very cool light up in beautiful ways boards by Warmbit. They're a seller on Tindy, and they do cool like nautiluses and snowflakes and stuff like that. So I was thinking of getting an ESP8266 up and running with those. And then we also have the, I definitely want to, these wires are not gonna last very long like they are. I'll definitely get those. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, so good. I like the fiery, blooming, blossomy fire. That's awesome. But yeah, so we also have the traffic lights project, which we basically already have Arduino code and stuff written for the traffic lights. We just wanted to make the controller for it wireless so that we can have the traffic lights up and out of the way so that they don't like blind you when you play like the Simon game. Yeah, it's like, yeah. So yes, we could just like replace the Arduino with the ESP8266, or we could just use it for the Wi-Fi and basically like hook it up via the RxTX. And I kind of wanted to try that, just like using it as an external Wi-Fi module, because I just think it's nice to have different ways of doing things, and, if you're really comfortable writing code for like the Uno or the Leonardo or one of the, Atmega 328 based systems. And yes, Arduino is somewhat cross-platform and things like that, but you might be using some things that are, specific to those chips or something. So it's just nice to be able to still program those chips, but just have, Wi-Fi via UART essentially. So that's our thought for that project at some point in time. So cool. Yeah. Oh, could get it on Wi-Fi and upload the spiffs over Wi-Fi now. Yeah, yeah. I will do that once I'm done with the stream, so I won't just like cut out on you guys midstream because computer can't do two internets at once. Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your help, Jason. That was fantastic. That was cool. I'm glad we got it going. And yeah, Wi-Fi app will be around too. I'll do a little bit of reading on that. It sounds like it was a path install issue, maybe, even though it looked like the right one that was in the documentation, but maybe the documentation has changed or the version has changed or whatever. The thing that you linked, Jason, was like kind of for Unix, not Windows. So I gotta like figure out like what path it wants to see in Windows. But yeah, we'll figure that out offline probably. And yeah, maybe at a future date, play with the app. Cool. Awesome. But in the meantime, we have like, pretty awesome wall art. Oh, so I can kind of show you what the eventual plan is for this. Oh, maybe I don't have a very long cord here, but okay. So we have right there the new and improved Whole to Another Universe. That's just a vinyl graphic from Blick. And so it's kind of tongue-in-cheek. It's just a black circle on a wall, right, with like kind of chicken scratch handwriting. And there were two versions of the wall graphic. One was just the black hole, and it said like Whole to Another Universe on top. This one says New and Improved Whole to Another Universe, now with LED lights, and it just has these like little red dots around it with these black circles around it. And so I was like, oh, hell yeah, we should add actual LED lights to our new and improved Whole to Another Universe so that it has actual LED lights on it. And that is what the Fibonacci is going to go to. So we're going to just stick that like right in the middle so it can be like a nice mesmerizing portal to another universe, which is indeed just like a Wile E. Coyote kind of style black. Actually, it was more Roadrunner style, right? Black thing on the wall. Cool. Yeah, the D1 minis are really cheap, and that's why it's kind of compelling just to use it as a cheap add-on Wi-Fi module for whatever your project is. I also I kind of like that it's, you could do it, we could do the remote in a bunch of different ways. We tried using the super cheap, kind of garage door opener style ones because I was thinking, oh, it would just be, it's just button presses. So we can just do the button presses. But, it turns out that there was lag. On the receiver end, the button press duration didn't really correspond. So it was the button length was inconsistent, and it basically just made it really awful to try to play this game where where you were trying to mimic the light pattern essentially, and it wasn't always triggering on the button presses. So like that idea sadly had to be scrapped. And like, I don't know, Bluetooth is just kind of a pain in the ass, and the Bluetooth modules are all pretty expensive. Like it would be, maybe an extra like $15 to $20 per side in order to, essentially add wireless capability to the traffic lights. So yeah, that's why we chose the D1 minis. We're like, ooh, these are super cheap. We could just add them on to what we already have. And like, yeah, it's like kind of overkill, but whatever. So yeah. Yep. You could get them for $3. Yeah, I'll bet. Does that like include shipping? Because I'm sure that's probably like AliExpress or something like that. Yeah, the D1 Mini has a better CPU and Wi-Fi. Yeah. Yep. Than the 328p. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I just have 328p love. I like the simple processors. They're very very predictable, I would say, Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Well, I think that's it. Yay! We have working Fibonacci. Woo! Now I'm gonna have to get a bigger one. Yeah. It'll be good. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. And yeah, see you next time. Bye. Oh.